Hello and welcome to this Sunbelt Software walkthrough of CounterSpy Enterprise 3.0 to 3.1. What this walkthrough is going to show you how to do is to upgrade your CounterSpy Enterprise server from version 3.0 to version 3.1. Now, version 3.1 has a massive amount of upgrade features that have been included in the newest version of CounterSpy, and we think that you're really going to enjoy it. But before we get started on this upgrade process, we're going to assume that a couple things have been done in the background. As you can see on the server that I'm running Windows Server 2008, R2 actually, but if you're running any of our other supported operating systems, such as Windows Server 2003 or Windows Server 2000 or anything like that, you're going to need to install the .NET Framework 2.0, and you're also going to need to install the Service Pack 1 for .NET 2.0, which is an additional download. You can get both of those through Microsoft's website. They're fairly easy to find through a simple Bing or Google search. And if you'd like direct links, you can actually go to this exact article here, article ID 1764, which is called CSC 3.0 to 3.1 in our external KB, and you can find that at support.sunbeltsoftware.com. The easiest way to find it is just to go to support.sunbeltsoftware.com and type in CSC 3.0 to 3.1 in our search feature, and you also would want to select CounterSpy Enterprise from the drop-down. And that's going to give you a complete article that will actually take you through step by step of the procedure that I'm going to do here. However, it's kind of nice to be able to watch the video and see the steps at the same time. So we're going to go ahead and show you how to do everything in the video here. So if you just want to watch the video, that's perfectly fine. Alright, so with that set aside, let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to be doing here. The first thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking our CounterSpy Enterprise current installation, and we're going to back it up completely. And after we back it up completely, we're going to download the latest version of the CounterSpy Enterprise software from Sunbelt's site, and then we're going to be removing CounterSpy Enterprise and installing 3.1. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we want to do, actually, is not open the console. If you have the console open, you need to have it closed completely. The second thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to open up your Windows Explorer. And within Windows Explorer, you're going to navigate to the folder that you've installed CounterSpy Enterprise to. On a 64-bit system, that'll be located in your x86 folder. On a 32-bit system, it'll just be in your Program Files folder. So we'll go into our x86 folder, and then we'll go into Sunbelt Software. And in Sunbelt Software, you're going to notice that there's a CSE folder. Now, what we're going to want to do is we're going to take this folder, and we're going to copy all of this folder to our desktop. Copy it here. And what this is actually doing is you notice that in here there's a whole bunch of data involved with CounterSpy. And the reason we're copying all of this is, just in case something goes badly. And so we have additional copies of these files. Now, this is going to take a little bit, so I'm not going to waste your time 4 minutes here just waiting. So I'm going to pause the video, and I'm going to start when this is completed. Okay, now that that file has been, rather that we've transferred that file, we're going to go ahead and go to this website. It's go.sunbeltsoftware.com. Then you want to put a slash and a question mark and put link ID equals 400. And that'll be the direct download for the latest edition of CounterSpy Enterprise. And we're going to save it. And what I always do is I save all these files to my desktop, because the easiest thing to do is save them there, and then you can easily access them. I don't think your download will be quite that fast as mine, but it shouldn't take all that long. Alright, now that's done, we're going to go ahead and run the installer. Now, running the installer is actually going to overwrite a lot of the files that we have here. So, the installer will start up, and you notice that the screen has changed from orange to black, which is kind of a nice aesthetic and cosmetic appeal. I'll push next. Read the license agreement. Accept it again. Push install. Alright, now the install process will go through. Something important to note is that if you have an antivirus program installed, you would probably want to actually exclude this folder here, the Sunbelt software folder, from any sort of AV scan, because your agents are going to be located here, as well as several other different policies and things like that that take a lot of system I/O, and you wouldn't really want your antivirus software, whether that be Viper or third-party software, to interfere with this. So we'll go ahead and minimize that, and we'll go ahead and agree to this, and I'll make it close it. Look, our icon disappeared. This process usually doesn't take all that long. So, and then the icon is now back. It's our new version. And this process right here is upgrading the database from the 3.0 version of the database to the 3.1 version, which has had a few improvements. And we're almost done here. Okay. Now I'll remove this because I don't want to read the README file. Okay, and now all we have to do is we have to open up CounterSpy Enterprise. Now there's a few things we need to change within CounterSpy Enterprise to make sure that it's going to be working properly. And wait for it to launch. The first time after you install it, it's a little finicky to start.
Definitions are 0. If you go to the actual agent and you mouse over the Viper icon, it will say definition. Really? Huh. Okay. Well, we're still. That's the console application we're playing with right now, correct?
Okay, and as you can see, it's popped back up now. So what we'll go ahead and do is we'll log on to the console, and we're going to change a couple little policy settings here.
Or I mean, in the agents or the policy. Framework, is there anything there?
Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to navigate to Policies, and we're going to go to our default policy, and we're going to click to our agent settings.
One that says definitions update complete.
Actually click it, unlike me. And then you're going to click the Edit button. And what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be changing the inbound ports. We're going to make sure that all three of our ports are set to 18082, which here, 18082, and 18082, I'm sorry, just 2, not 3. And then we're going to push OK.
What do you mean?
We're going to copy to,
Throttle?
and we're going to make sure the agent settings is checked. And we don't really have any policies that are set here, but if you do have any policies that are set in your policy, you want to be able to check all of these available policies and then push this button. You don't actually have to check it actually, but you can just push this button, or you can check them all and then push this button and it'll move them one at a time. But you want to put them all over, and then you want to push OK. And then after this is completed, you'll want to cancel out, and you'll want to exit, and you've now been upgraded. So congratulations. As you can see, the process is very simple. Again, we do have the step-by-step instructions available on our website, which I'm going to bring this up in Notepad one more time for you to see. You can go here, and you can also search at our support knowledge base, and you can find it through this keyword. Well, thanks so much for watching this video, and if you have any questions, please feel free to email us. You can email us at support@sunbeltsoftware.com. And someone will be right with you. Thank you so much.